Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the very first time if you're new here. Today we're gonna be talking all about books. So we're gonna be doing a book haul. You can tell by the title. Here is what we're working with. I have been shopping for books a lot lately. One of my goals for this year was to get back into reading more, and there are so many books that I want to read. I am very excited to read, and I have been for all of this year. I think right now I have around 9 books read, which is not a lot, but for someone like myself, reading 2 books per month is a lot. So I have been shopping, like I mentioned, and I've got here around 12 books that I want to talk about. Before we get into the haul, please be sure to subscribe. Just hit the little subscribe button down below. We talk a little bit about books here and there, but mostly we talk about makeup, bag reviews, a little bit of fashion. Just a few of my interests live in this channel, so if that seems like something you enjoy, definitely consider subscribing. One of my main goals for this year was to read more. I think I did put as a minimal of 1 book per month, and that's what I was gonna stick to. But lately I've been getting to 2 books per month, which I know is not a lot, especially compared to people here on booktube that's really all they do. But as someone with a 9-to-5 job, 6 rescues, a husband, and a street dog that I take care of, I'm looking at her as she's walking down there, I have a lot in my hands to juggle. So I don't get as much time to read. But when I do, I also like to shop for books. So let's get into what I got. I only have 3 mystery thrillers, and then I guess the rest would be considered like, I don't know, romance maybe, fiction. I'm not entirely sure what category of some of these. Let's talk about a couple mysteries and a thriller first, because I think the rest of them are between romance and just fiction. I don't know exactly the categories. But for mystery, we've got 2 from Agatha Christie. The first one is going to be Endless Night. I did get these 2 copies from a local bookstore event. They were super affordable, you can tell. They're pretty old. So I got this one, and then I got another that's like 2 books in one. The first and last case of Miss Marple, which is one of 2 of her detectives' main characters. The other one is Pyro, I don't know how to pronounce the name, I'll put it right here. And this one includes Miss Marple's first case and then last case. So this is going to be a hardcover. I don't really love hardcovers. I prefer personally paperbacks, but this is very, very beautiful and very well kept. So I definitely had to pick it up. And the other one is just a small, probably mass-produced paperback. Yeah. I love the smell and how they look of like very old books. I don't know what year this was printed. 1969, there you go, pretty old. I don't think I mentioned this at the beginning, but this is a haul that's been collective, so I've been buying books here and there. This was not all purchased in one sitting, of course. Besides these ones, I didn't want to mention them again, but my spring TBR, all of them are new books that I also purchased at the beginning of the year. So I'm gonna be leaving that video linked below. It came out maybe like a month or so ago. So anyway, going back to the book haul, the next one is the only thriller I got, and this is a psychological one. So The Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose. At the, in the cover it says, his mistress is dead, his wife is his only hope. So for what I've heard about this book is she's a lawyer, and she finds out at the beginning of the video that someone is dead on one of their, I don't know, lake house or some other extra house they have, and the first suspect is the husband. So she finds out that the husband is having an affair and that this mistress is dead. So that seems super interesting. Apparently, because of the books that I've been purchasing lately, at the beginning or like spring, summer, I'm inclined more to like romance and like kind of more lightweight reads compared to in the fall and like, fall, winter, I go more for like suspense, thrillers, that kind of stuff. That being said, those are my only 3 mystery thrillers. The rest, I believe, are gonna be romances. So in no particular order, I'm gonna start with what has been my favorite and what I know is gonna be my favorite series of all times, probably even more so than Twilight back in the day. And that is Daisy Hates. I did purchase Magnolia Parks. I've already read it. I read it super quick. I am a Magnolia Parks fan 100%. I know it's very divided. People love it, people hate it. I am a lover of Magnolia Universe. And this is the second book. Beautiful cover. I really like it. I am like 90 pages in. So I haven't been reading these as fast as I did Magnolia Parks, by the way, but this is gonna be my second book of the month. I am currently almost done with another one that is part of a book club that I have with a friend of mine. So this is gonna be my second book of May. Pretty exciting. I really like it. I cannot wait to finish it up and then go on with the second of the Magnolia side of the story, because this is the second book, but in the entire series there's 2 for Magnolia, 2 for Daisy. So the second one for Magnolia is really the third in the series. So I told myself I was not gonna buy the entire series until I finished the previous one. So I finished up Magnolia, I absolutely loved it, and then I ordered Daisy Hates. I got these ones from Amazon. So once I'm done with Daisy, which is going to be at the end of May, starting June, I'm going to have another one for my book club, and I'm gonna read the third on the Magnolia Parks universe. But anyway, this is the next book. That was a lot of ramble about Daisy Hates. I've been really enjoying it. So, and I've got also for the month of May, so I'm reading both of this simultaneously. I Am Not Your Perfect Daughter by Erica Sanchez. So this is part of my book club with my friend, the book we're reading for the month of May. And I've been really liking it. At the beginning I was super excited, but then my friend mentioned a couple of things and it didn't make me as excited. But I'm almost done with it, and I think this is going to be a 3.5, 4 stars. So definitely a good one if you wanna kind of like know a little bit more about Mexican culture and Mexican families. I think you could give it a read. Of course, it's generalizing. All Mexican families are not like this. This is, I don't know. It's been interesting. I've been really enjoying it. But anyway, moving on. I don't know what category this book would be considered. I think just like general fiction. I don't know. So now I think that's the only ones that I have for general fiction. Maybe this one would also be a fiction, just general, I guess. I don't know how to categorize this. But this is Sally Rooney, Conversation with Friends. I picked this up even though I heard a lot of, again, divided thoughts on Sally Rooney. People like her, people hate her. There's kind of like no in between. People do not like that she doesn't use quotations for whenever the characters are talking. So you can get kind of like lost between the narrator and what someone is saying. But I am still intrigued by this book. I read the premise and it seems pretty interesting to me. So I picked it up. It's gonna be my first Sally Rooney book. For my next book, this is Pineapple Street by Jenny Jackson. This was like a very random purchase. I was at Barnes & Noble just browsing, and this caught my eye, of course, because the cover is absolutely beautiful. And it's like one of those, similar to Magnolia Park, like rich environment in New York. Magnolia is in London, but you know, like rich people in New York. So I liked it. It seemed pretty interesting, and again, the cover is beautiful. So I decided to pick it up. I have no clue really what this book is about. I haven't heard many people, if any, talking about it. Again, it was just like, oh, it's a pretty cover, let me look at it. I think the rest ones are going to be romances. I have 7 left. So let's try to get a little bit faster in this. So one of my favorite authors, even though she gets a little bit of backlash, is Taylor Jenkins Reid. And I decided to pick After I Do. I also heard a couple good things about this. The premise is a marriage that kind of like reaches a breaking point, and I think they kind of like go on their separate ways or something like that for some time, and then they get back together to see what does happen to their marriage. I don't know a lot about it, but I like her style and it seemed interesting, more grown up instead of like YA, which I have a couple of YAs. But yeah, I'm excited to read this one, not anytime soon because I have a lot of books that are gonna be read before this one. But I know I'm probably gonna enjoy it because I do like her books. I've read a few of them, including of course Daisy Jones. Evelyn Hugo is up there, one of my favorite books. So yeah, I'm excited for that one. And moving on to romance, I've got another that is also very much bought because of the cover. It's a beautiful cover. That's Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Mellors. I don't know how to pronounce her name. This is a beautiful cover. I definitely got caught into the whole Instagram, TikTok cover, pick up the book because of that. I did already read, I want to say like 20 pages into this, maybe less, just to see kind of like what it was. And it seems pretty interesting. I think I'm gonna enjoy it. It's a love romance story. I don't know how much toxicity is in it. Apparently it is a pretty toxic relationship, but it's like an older man with a younger girl. So also New York, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, again, with the New York style, I love books that are set in New York. Let's move on to one that's apparently also kind of like toxic relationship, and that is You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hoggle. This, I saw someone talking about it on YouTube, and that's why I picked it up. I'm pretty sure it was maybe Carla Espinosa, I'm not entirely sure. But it's a couple, they're engaged, and she is trying to break it off before the marriage. So she starts to do apparently toxic things to him so that he will break it off. That's what I remember hearing about this book. So it seemed pretty interesting, maybe a little bit funny, ooh, maybe not, I don't know. But I picked it up immediately, and yeah, cover also very beautiful. I love this kind of like more cartoonish style of covers that a lot of romance books are coming out with, including this next one, another book that I bought because of the cover. Yes, I'm a sucker for good covers, and that is Funny You Should Ask by Elisa Sussman. This, I know it's not gonna be the best. I've seen that it's not rated the best, but again, I got sucked in because of the cover. It's a beautiful cover and it's gonna make the prettiest Instagram pictures. So yeah, I think it's just gonna be like an easy, fast read, probably gonna be in my summer reads, but beautiful, as beautiful as it looks online. Another beautiful cover, but this I also got, I'm pretty sure because of Carla Espinosa, if I'm not mistaken, here on YouTube. She talked about this. Apparently it's a pretty good one. The premise is a grandma and a granddaughter switching places. That sounds pretty interesting and kind of like cute in a way. So I'm excited. It says, can changing places change your life? So beautiful cover with them whole cartoonish. It's very, very pretty. I love anything that's like pink cover in books. Just beautiful. So I'm excited for this one as well. Of course, about all of these ones. I need to stop saying I'm excited about the books that I bought because clearly I am. That's why I bought them. And then for the very last one, we have Beach Read by Emily Henry. This is gonna be my third book from hers, and Happy Place was released maybe I want to say a month ago. I am dying to buy it, but I want to wait until it is a paperback cover because I already have Beach Read in paperback. So I would like that one to be also paperback. I did already read Book Lovers and People We Met on Vacation, but I have those on my Kindle. I gave People We Meet on Vacation, I think like a 3.5. Book Lovers, I would also probably give it like a 3.75, maybe almost 4. It was okay, but both of them very cliche, especially People We Met on Vacation. It just didn't make it. It's like they were both missing something, but apparently this is her best one until Happy Place was released. So I'm pretty excited about this one. This is definitely going to be in my summer reads. I've been waiting to read it during summer because of course Beach Read. We've made it to the very end. I know this is gonna be a long one. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you have any of these books on your TBR or if you've already read them. What are your thoughts? Thank you for watching. Like always, if you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!